Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news. All right, Bills Mafia, sit tight because what I'm about to tell you could be a game changer for the upcoming NFL season, and maybe even shake up the entire AFC East. Rumors are swirling around the league about a potential blockbuster trade that could bring one of the league's most dominant interior offensive linemen straight into our backyard. Yes, I'm talking about Quentin Nelson, the Indianapolis Colts star guard, potentially heading to the Buffalo Bills. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds almost too good to be true, but the buzz is real and the details are starting to take shape. Let's unpack what this could mean for us, for the Bills, and for the AFC landscape overall. First off, Nelson is a proven elite interior lineman. The kind of player who can transform a run game and provide the stability that a quarterback like Josh Allen needs to thrive. In the 2025 season, Nelson has been nothing short of stellar, earning an impressive 88.9 PFF grade, allowing just 2 sacks all season long and winning 83% of his pass-blocking snaps. That's elite stuff. Plus, he's been disciplined, with only 5 penalties committed over 920 snaps. This guy is durable, too, with a career durability rate of 96%, and 0 injuries in 2025 compared to previous seasons. The Colts, on the other hand, are facing some tough realities. They're sitting at 6'9" and struggling with protecting their quarterback, Richardson, who's been hit 22 times for sacks, and their offensive line has been allowing pressure at alarming rates, with about 18% of their blocking efforts failing. And here's where it gets interesting. The Colts are reportedly looking at trading Nelson for a second-round pick, which for a player of his caliber seems like a steal. They're in a bit of a rebuild mode, with their cap space currently sitting at around $26 million, and they're perhaps weighing whether to keep their franchise cornerstone or to move on from him to rebuild their secondary or other key areas. The Colts are also aware that losing Nelson could hurt their run game and overall offensive efficiency. When Nelson is in the lineup, their rushing attack improves by roughly 15%, and their pass protection takes a significant leap, allowing fewer pressures and sacks, which in turn boosts their quarterback's performance. Now, for us Bills fans, this isn't just about adding another player to the roster. It's about addressing a critical weakness that's been bothering us for a while. Our interior offensive line has sometimes struggled to hold the line, especially against top-tier defenses. Bringing in Nelson would be like putting a turbocharger on our offense. Imagine what he could do for Josh Allen, who's already one of the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league. With Nelson anchoring our interior, Allen's QBR could see a jump from the current 93. 2 up to over 97, making our offensive line top 7 in the league, boosting our rushing yards per game, and providing the stability that allows our playmakers to shine. Plus, Nelson's presence would give us a more balanced attack and help maintain possession, control the clock, and keep opposing defenses on their heels. From a defensive perspective, this move could have a ripple effect. When your offense commits fewer turnovers and sustains longer drives, your defense gets more rest, stays fresh, and can perform at its best. The Bills' defense, which has already been solid, would benefit from that added offensive stability, allowing us to keep pressure on opponents and force more turnovers. The whole team would gain a new level of consistency, and that's exactly what we need when competing against AFC powerhouses like Kansas City, Cincinnati, and even the AFC South contenders like the Jaguars or Texans. Now, what about the trade specifics? Well, the chatter is that the Colts are eyeing a second-round pick, an intriguing proposition considering Nelson's elite status. For the Bills, it might even take a little more to get this done, especially if Indianapolis is cautious about losing a key piece that could help them in their rebuild. But the potential payoff is huge. Think about the impact on the Bills' Super Bowl odds. Right now, they're sitting between plus 500 and plus 300, but adding a player like Nelson could push those odds even further in our favor. His presence would be an X-factor, especially during the playoffs, where interior protection is often the difference between a deep run and an early exit. Remember, Nelson has 0 injuries after last season's knee issues, and his durability makes him a reliable cornerstone for years to come. This kind of move also echoes the recent trade of Joel Bitonio from the Cleveland Browns in 2024, which boosted their run game efficiency by 15%. It's a reminder that the right interior lineman can be a team's secret weapon, elevating the entire unit. For the Bills, investing in this area is smart, especially given the league's emphasis on strong run and pass protection. Our offensive line has shown flashes of brilliance, but it's lacked consistency. Adding Nelson could be the piece that finally puts us over the top. Imagine a line that's not just average but dominant, giving Josh the time he needs to make plays and opening lanes for our running backs. Looking at the AFC East, this potential trade could tilt the balance of power. The Dolphins, Jets, and even the Patriots are all vying to improve. But if the Bills land Nelson, it firmly establishes us as not just contenders but favorites in the division. It sends a message that we're serious about maintaining our status as Super Bowl contenders. Plus, it could make division rivals like the Dolphins think twice about their own offensive line investments or free agent pursuits. The AFC is stacked, but the Bills are positioning themselves to be the team to beat, and snagging Nelson could be the move that cements our dominance for seasons to come. Of course, everything hinges on negotiations. The Colts are reportedly cautious about parting ways with Nelson, but the allure of a second-round pick, or perhaps more, may sway them, especially if they see the value in a rebuild. It's a chess match, but the stakes are high. The offseason is just heating up, and the Bills are clearly in the mix. Fans, this is the kind of move that gets us excited, that makes us believe that we're not just a good team, but a true Super Bowl contender once again. Nelson's addition would be a statement, a bold step toward championship gold. So, in summary, this potential trade for Quentin Nelson is more than just a rumor. It's a strategic move that could elevate the Bills to another level. With a proven elite interior lineman on board, Buffalo's offense would become even more explosive, more consistent, and more dangerous in the postseason. The impact on our Super Bowl chances would be significant, and it'd send a strong message to the league that the Bills are serious about competing every year. Now we wait to see how this unfolds, but one thing's certain. The Bills are making moves, and we're all here to witness history in the making. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Buffalo Bills news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster move? Do you think Nelson would be the perfect addition to our line? How do you see this affecting our Super Bowl chances? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Bills. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Buffalo Bills news. Let's keep the passion alive and keep pushing toward that ultimate goal, another Super Bowl win for Buffalo.